because all the states are done with the examinations except Telangana and few colleges in Delhi. State Delhi, few colleges, and Telangana state where results were not out. So rest of all the states were done with their examinations. Their internship has been started. This will have a major impact on your preparation in the future. Not now. In the last few days, like last 3 to 4 months of preparation are very, very important. So what happens in this last three to 4 months is you will be stuffed with your postings and everything, and seniors will be seriously reading. Other state people will be reading because their internship will be completed. Seniors will be reading, and you will be stuffed with all this college work and the internship still. So that's going to hurt you in the last 2 to 3 months of the preparation. So there are few necessary modifications that you have to do in your preparation so that you can give a regular competition like a regular intern every year. Okay, so that is the main thing. I tried my best to reach you. I'm so sorry if I'm not able to reach you, because I tried from all the sources I have from your seniors, and within a couple of days, once the result is out, we are planning to come to each and every college individually. Okay, most of the colleges, except few colleges, we don't have access. So, but rest of the colleges, we are going to come individually, spend some quality of time of 1 day with you, explaining all these things in detail. Okay, so I think the waiting period is over. Okay, we'll start the session. Okay, clear, right? So, okay, thank you all for the response. So we'll be starting here. Okay, so basically this is the only way of communication between you and me during this upcoming 30-35 minutes of session is through the chat box. Okay, so if you have any doubts, anything, you do respond me in the chat box. One second thing, and please try to reciprocate me in the chat box, so that let's make it as a two-way communication, so that there are many doubts for you. I know that this is a stage of complete of doubts, question marks, and everything in your brain. And I'll try my best to clear your doubts with the knowledge what I have gained in handling the interns from past 8 years. Okay, right. So this is Dr. Srikanth, the lead of MDS CONQUER. Okay, so if you're a part of MDS CONQUER, I'm the one who is going to guide you throughout these 12 to 14 months of preparation time, till you enter into MDS first year colleges. Okay, so we not only train for NEET and INISET, but we also train for national boards, INBD. Also we train for DDS program. Okay, so this is our academic center. So recently launched academic center. This is a Microscopic academic center. So you can be part of this Microscopic academic center if you are part of MDS CONQUER. So it's there in Hyderabad, in Kukatpalli. Okay, so Telangana people are very familiar about Hyderabad and Kukatpalli. So it's there in the center of the city, where you're going to learn about the future of dentistry with all the microscopes. Okay, so okay guys, I need a two-way communication. We are 50 plus. My target for this session is only 50 crowd. Okay, so rest of them can watch it on YouTube. So let's have a two-way communication. Ready guys? All of you are ready? Pravalika, Srileka, Durga Bhavani, I want your response on the chat box. So let's make it as an energetic two-way communication event, so that we'll try to learn as many things, as many unknown things as possible. Okay, as many unknown things as possible, right? So how many of you are so worried about what after BDS? Okay, so what after BDS? How many of you are worried? You have your pandemic that is being added from your third year. Third year is a pandemic. Fourth year, half of the fourth year is a pandemic. Late for your, the university examinations, the results were late. Okay, so you're going to start your internship late. How many of you are really having this sort of question mark or panic situation? How many of you are feeling this as a panic situation? Telangana students, how many? I'm seriously bothered about you, because we used to have an extraordinary result from Telangana every year, grabbing a number of seats throughout the country. Particularly the interns of Telangana have done extraordinarily well in the last 7 years for MDS CONQUER, including your seniors who are going to give the examinations in a couple of, in 1.5 months. So as an intern, how many of you are really feeling bad for this pandemic to occur during your third year and final year and creating a good impact on your internship in final year? I just need your response, guys, on the chat box. Do you really feel bad for it, or you are okay for it? Do you really feel bad for it, or you're fine, or you're okay with what has occurred in the pandemic, because there was no proper exposure to the cases, classes were not conducted well, okay, so internship, I mean, like the final year postings were not done well, okay, right? So many of the students has a major impact on this, definitely, okay. But what I can strongly say is, yes, past is very, very important, okay, but past cannot be changed. What you can change only the present. This can be changed. So whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're going to learn now, whatever present you have, so please focus on the present so that the future can be changed. Okay, so most of the students were so worried about the past, okay, but logic is past cannot be changed, okay. So I want everyone to focus on the present. So once you are focused on the present, there are high chances that your future can be changed. So I want to start with this particular saying, okay, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Every one of us in the life, we have so many wishes. I want to become like this, I want to become like that, I want to do this, I want to become like this. So you see your teachers, and most of us, we take our teachers as an inspiration. So this is what, like, even when I was there at a UG level, I used to take, I'm very passionate towards two or three teachers, their lifestyle, the mode of handling the patients, the mode of teaching and everything. I'm so passionate, and I always take them as my inspiration. And I used to wish that someday I should become like this. But wish is very, very important, but wish should be associated with a plan, then you can convert that wish into reality. So with this saying, I want to start the today's session. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Like most of us, we travel, right? We go out, and for that we plan like how much the budget is going to be, what places we are going to cover, how we have to go to that particular place. And planning is very, very important. And I strongly believe most of the BDS aspirants at a UG level, they fail because they don't have proper planning to reach their wish or to make their goal possible. Hope I'm audible to you guys. I need your response. I don't want this to be a one-way mode of communication. I want a two-way mode of communication. I want your response on the chat box. Am I audible? Am I audible to you guys? Am I audible to you? So we are almost hitting 60. Yes, it's good. Yes, perfect, Vartan. Okay, right. So like I just rely everything basing upon myself as an example, okay, as an undergraduate student. So I was just in my hometown, a village in my hometown, and I got a call from my batchmate telling that Srikanth, the result was out, the final year result was out. So final year result is a mixed feeling, okay? It's a feeling of happiness. It's a feeling of the most happiest result throughout your BDS, apart from your NEET examination result, throughout your BDS or throughout your first, second, third, fourth year is your final year examination result. Okay, Telangana students had to come, okay, the happiest moment. So I got a call from my batchmate telling that Sri, the result was out. I said like, okay, is it okay that I have passed? How many, all of the batchmates? Because the first goal of any final year student is not for a distinction or something XYZ, whether we have passed it or not. So I asked my batchmate, okay, everyone cleared it, you and I finished off. I said, like, she said yes. So once we are cleared, then our next goal is getting a first class, right? This is a very common, genuine thing. I hope most of them having the same buzz in your brain. Okay, so next I asked my batchmate, is it first class? You and me are first class or not? Yes, first class. And now tell me what are the percentages. So she told, okay, you got distinction. Okay, I felt very, very happy. Final year, I got distinction. And that night, I mean, the result was out somewhere at 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the night. And that complete night, I did not sleep yet. I did not sleep. I was not in a position to sleep. Okay, my adrenal rush in my body was very high, and I was very, very happy, excited. And throughout my night, so this is what the image that is going in my mind. I want a good life. I want to make money because I came from a middle class family. So I need to take care of my parents. I want a good life. I want a better profession, better professional life in dentistry, treating more patients, making more money, having a good life, all these cars, something XYZ. Because I'm in a, like, we were not exposed like you to the social media. Probably during 2012 is my internship. It's almost like hitting 10 years now. So this is what my mind. Okay, so the next question is the next day. Okay, the started the next day, whether I have to stay in you here or I have to live in India. Because profession of making money, you have two options. Option one, domestic. Option two, international. And the only way where you can judge whether you have to go for an international or a domestic, the main first criteria is money. Okay, only in India, if you want to do MDS, you can do free of cost. You have government dental college seats, 600 government dental college seats are there. GDCs, 600 MDS seats are there, free of cost. Because you are born here, you are an Indian, they're going to give it free. But if you are planning to move international, nothing is free. Okay, you need to spend money, lots of money, before you start earning. So the first criteria that is required to go to USA, to go to Canada, to go to any other place, to extend your dental profession is first you need to have money. Without money, you cannot do anything. So that's the first criteria. So I was started searching the options and digging the options. Then I got to know when you want to go for international level. Okay, so you think you basically require lots of money. Okay, so you decide whether your family is financially very sound to handle you for the next projects internationally. If not, you need to do the projects nationally. Then you need to make money. Then you can shift international. There are many of my teachers who has done this. Okay, so they make money, then they have planned the international process in the future. So first of all, money is required. So you talk with your parents, whether like when you have both the options in your mind, you talk with the parents. What are the possibilities? What are the things? So when you're talking with the parents, okay, so there are three major factors that has to be taken into consideration. Okay, once you're talking with your parents about the international. So this is particularly about the international plans. If you have any international plans, there are three factors, but you can see only two factors are. What is the third factor? The third factor is one who is balancing it. The first factor is time. Means how much time you are going to take in other country, how much time you are going to take in other country to settle down. Or in a simple words, how much time you are going to take in other country to make money. Means directly if you get into flight and if you get down there, the country is not going to give you money. Okay, you have to start working. So how much time you are going to take to start working to earn money. So first important factor is time. Time is the biggest thing in the life. Second important factor is money. How much money you are going to spend before you earn money. How much money you are going to spend before you earn money. So sir, you told the third factor. What is the third factor? The person who is balancing this. Who is the person balancing this? Can anyone tell me who is the person balancing this? This entire picture is yours. Who is this balancing this? Your time and money are balanced by which most important person in your life is? Anyone? 65 we are hitting. Good. It sounds good. Now I want your response, guys. Who is the one balancing this? No, this entire picture is you. Okay. Right. Anyone? Give a try, yeah. Who is going to balance all the things till the date in your life? Okay. So the third important factor is your parents' wish. For example, your father has a different plan on you. You go and tell dad, I want to go for USA, I want to do this, do that. He may have a different plan. So who has to give you time? Your father has to give you time. For example, it is more specific for girls. If he has a plan of making you to get married, there is no time. He may have a different plan. So who has to give you time in Indian, I mean, like the Indian customs is your parents has to give the time. Who has to give the money? It's not bank manager. Okay. It's not bank manager who is going to pay you the money. It's your father, it's your mother who are going to pay you the money. So the two factors, time and money, are given by your parents. Okay. So the third important factor is the parent. So you should have money, you should have time, and you should have your parents' wish for your international plan. Okay, so this is very important for all the people who are planning internationally, because I have seen so many of my students, including myself, who has wasted so much of time because of improper planning. Okay, because if you see my example, I have started my preparation, then I jumped into US plan, then I jumped into this, that, and finally I have wasted 1.5 years of my valuable time. So first of all, try to be clear. If you have any plans of international, so first of all, you try to be clear with these three major factors. Then you need to dig out and learn what is the country which makes your life or your professional life better. Okay, so then accordingly you can plan. So that's what I'm telling. Pros and cons. So you have many options. You have Canada as an option. You have USA as an option. Okay, you have MDS as an option. You can open a clinic with BDS tag. So there are many options, but do make a note about the positives, about the negatives of every option before you pick the option. So before you pick the option, make sure you try to discuss the pros and the cons of each and every option and plan accordingly. For this, you need to talk with a person who has good knowledge and good orientation towards the each and every option, and should know the present trends also. For example, some person who has done DDS 10 years back, and if you're talking with he's not a right person to guide you for DDS. You need to pick a person who has a knowledge over this, considering the latest trends, because COVID-19 has lots of impact on many of these professions. So what are the present trends that are going after COVID-19, or the present things that are going right now? So everything has to be clear cut. You should be very, very clear cut. You should not take, I mean, like for example, you're preparing for MDS entrance. You don't go sit and talk with your HOD who has given the entrance probably 20, 25, or 28 years back, because 28 years back, the trend was totally different, because trend changes every 2 to 3 years. So you should talk with an individual who is having a very great knowledge over this particular thing, or who has cleared the recent one. For example, you can talk with your senior who has cleared the recent examination with a decent rank, good rank. Ranker holders you can talk with, or your senior recently, super senior or 3-year senior recently cracked your NBD, followed by getting admission in DDS. You talk with them. So they are the good source of information to know the pros and cons of every step what you are planning to take. Right. So next one. Okay. So next one, clearing all the options. Like for example, is there anything which you require specifically, guys? You want me to discuss any international option very specifically? You can drop me on the chat box so that I am ready, open to discuss with that if it is useful to you. I'll give you 30 seconds time. If you have anything, any international option, if you are planning for that, okay, you can drop me on the chat box so that I'll discuss, or else I'll directly jump into the MDS part. I'll directly jump into the MDS options or Indian options, right? Anyone of you want me to discuss about the abroad options in detail? No one. Okay, right. Chalo. So I'll be jumping directly into the MDS part. Okay. So most of us have this confusion. Okay. So is MDS only the leftover option, or is MDS best among the rest of the options available for me? Because most of us, we plan to go dig out the MDS part and come out. So what I can tell you is, how many have you traveled this? How many have you? Right, we are hitting almost 70 figure. Yes, good. So how many of you traveled on flight? Yes, Durga Bhavani. And on ship? How many have you traveled on flight or ship? Any of the one? I want your response, guys. Come on, let's have a two-way communication. This is what the main problem with the dentistry. So we need to interact with the patients. For that, your talkative skills should be so great. Come on. I want, okay, right. Everyone, like most of us have traveled on flight. So how many of you have used it? Have you seen this? You'll have this on the flight, right? Life jackets. How many have you used this? Seriously, really, okay? So problem is everyone, none of us, because we have never faced the situation to use this. So what I can say about MDS is MDS, MDS is something like a life jacket, which is going to protect you when the things are turning worst, when the things are turning bad. Okay, so life jacket is going to save your lives. So MDS is something like a life jacket, which no one knows how important it is, but that is going to give you that confidence levels to protect you. Okay, to protect you. Like I can ask you one question. I can ask you only one question, all of you interns and everything. Okay. So if your mother has a root canal therapy that has to be done, will you give this root canal therapy case to an undergraduate who is your best friend, or to an undergraduate who is a distinction holder, or to a postgraduate, or to a postgraduate with lots of experience? So these are the 4 doctors available for you. So root canal therapy has to be done for your mother. Which option you want to go with among these 4? BDS, your best friend. BDS with distinction candidate. MDS with lots of years of experience. Okay, definitely it's you or me or anyone. We will always try to go with a person who has done masters in that, who has having lots of experience. This is not only restricted to a root canal therapy, or not only restricted to an endodontic procedure or a dental procedure. This is common for everything. Like for example, most of you're already said, like you are from Telangana, you may be from Hyderabad. Most of us, what we do, if we get any problem, will we go for an RMP doctor or for an MBBS doctor or a doctor who is having lots of experience in a particular field? For example, you have an endocrine problem. Okay, nowadays, if you have an endocrine problem, most of us, 90% in metropolitan cities, are going for an endocrinologist. We are not even going for a general physician also. Leave about RMP, MBBS people. The thing is, people want a quality of healthcare system. People want a quality of dental care system. So to have a quality of dental care system, masters and the knowledge which you gain through your experience is mandatory. I'll give you a wonderful example. Okay, I want your response. Okay, right? Okay, now I'll talk about cons. So at a UG level, what you do in cons department? Cons and, okay, I'll take cons and endo. At a UG level, you are UG students. What you do in cons and endo department? You have a posting of 1.5 month. Your final year plus internship, you'll have 1.5 month, 2 months posting. So what you do in this 2 months of posting of cons and endo department? I'm asking you what you have done. Just class 1, class 2 anterior RCTs, cavity preparations. Anything more, guys? Class 1, class 2 RCTs, restorations. Okay, few of you are telling anterior RCTs, amalgam. Nikhil is telling amalgam. Still we are doing amalgam. Anything more than this? Amalgam, anterior RCTs, composite restorations, GIC fillings. Anything apart from this, guys? Anything you have done apart from this? We have only 3 days, sir. So only class 1 cavities. Cannot do anything. Feeling so bad for this pandemic, creating a bad impact on. Okay, right. I'm very happy. Okay. So what a PG will do? Any idea what a PG will do? So you have only internship plus your final year postings, total 60 days only in cons department. You know what PG will do? PG cons and endo 3 years. 3 years means you will have 1,000 working days. Where is 60 year? Where is 1,000 year? Where is 60 working days? Where is 1,000 working days? You know what PGs will do? PGs will do root canal therapies, one, both anterior, posterior, difficult cases, third molar root canal also will be done by PGs. They do all sorts of restoration better than you in all aspects. They do inlays, they do onlays, okay. They do smile designing. Few colleges, not all colleges. They do periapical surgeries. They do epexifications, apexogenesis, all these procedures. And do you know what outside? I'm talking about metropolitan cities. I'm not talking about, I mean, dentistry is a very expensive. How many of you agree dentistry is a very expensive thing? Dentistry is very expensive thing because you cannot keep a branded GIC for 100 rupees, because branded GIC, the bottle costs only 3 to 5,000. Branded GIC, 3M GIC bottle, it costs 3 to 5,000 rupees. Okay, so dentistry is very expensive thing. You cannot keep a GIC restoration, or you cannot keep an implant just as a service oriented. Service oriented, you can do an extraction by decreasing the pain for the patient, but you cannot keep an implant as a service thing. So service things are not possible in dentistry. Don't feel bad for this, but this is a reality. Service oriented thing like, sir, I want a beautiful smile, that doesn't come under service. Sir, I'm having fever, so please write some medicine. Okay, I'll give some medication free of cost. That is service, that is fine. Sir, I'm getting married, I want a beautiful smile. I'm getting married, I want a good facial to my face, good haircut to my face. That is not done free at any level. Even a village level, village also will have salons, village also will have beauty parlors. Are they doing it as a free service or a paid service? So dentistry is something where the only part of dentistry which comes as a fee service oriented is extraction, to decrease the pain. Pain is a very severe thing. You decrease the pain, you are God there. So only extraction by which you are going to decrease the pain, that can be done free of cost. But nothing, zirconium crowns, can you give free of cost for zirconium crown? Can you keep free cost for implant? So not possible. Dentistry is expensive thing. Negligency in dentistry is an expensive thing. And can you tell me what we regularly do outside in a clinic in a metropolitan city? Consent to consent endo department, we do more root canal therapies. Agreed, I do more root canal therapies. Okay, right? We do more root canal therapies. Done. We do smile designing. Nowadays, smile designing is very, very, I mean, smile correction is very, very, you see so many stars recently. I have clearly seen so many stars recently have done smile designing. Okay, so you see smile designing, you do root canal therapies, you do crown cuttings, you do periapical surgeries, re-RCT cases, means already RC is done. I'm not bothered about whether it is done by in UG or PG. Failed RC cases, because today we got 2 failed RC cases of our students, last year students. Their husband, recently they got married, 2 failed root canal therapies were there. Okay, right? So re-RC cases. So just an imagination. For example, I'm talking about the costs of Hyderabad, Mumbai or somewhere. What is the cost of a root canal therapy in your college? What is the cost of root canal therapy in your college? I'm just going to tell you what is happening outside the globe. How much you charge for a root canal therapy in the college? So UG is 60 days posting. PG is 1,000 days posting. Outside is lifelong posting. Come on, tell me here, how much you charge for a root canal therapy? You don't know how much you bill for a root canal therapy? You said like most of you have done anterior root canals. How much you charge in a college? So the charge in the college, yes, it will be around 500 to 1,000 bucks. Okay. Can you tell me what is the charge outside in Hyderabad, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Delhi, Bhopal, all metropolitan cities, capital cities? Roughly, how much you're expecting for you to get paid for a good root canal therapy done under magnification with rubber dam and everything? 1,500, 3,500. I'm talking about metropolitan cities. So in metropolitan cities, okay, so we charge somewhere around 5,000 minimum to a maximum of 10,000. For example, re-RC cases, already failed cases, they charge 12 to 15,000. Re-RC cases 12 to 15,000. Smile designing, how much you're expecting smile designing outside? Smile designing, how much you're thinking of? Smile designing is going to cost 1 to 2 lakhs. So it is just payment for the skillful work. 1 to 2 lakhs they charge for smile designing. Periapical surgery, 30 to 40,000 for anterior periapical surgery they charge. Okay, so I'm going to give one more liable example. Okay, again 60 days posting, perio department. So what you do at a UG level in a perio department, 60 days posting, 30 days in the final year, 30 days in internship. So what you do regularly is 30 days you do hand scaling, 30 days you do ultrasonic. Do you think hand scaling is done outside in the clinic? We do hand scaling outside in the clinic. Trust me guys, if you do hand scaling in a clinic outside, the patient will never see the clinic. The patient will completely leave that particular place and will run away. Okay, right. So whatever you do hand scaling and whatever you do at a UG level is not what we practice outside. The practice outside is totally different. And the PG 1,000 days of your PG curriculum is going to lay a bridge, because the most money making aspect for a periodontist is a good flap surgery, laser associated flap surgery, or a normal surgical flap surgery, or a deep scaling. None of these deep scaling or root planing or flap surgeries, surgical flap surgeries or laser associated flap surgeries, none of these are practiced at a UG level. So most of you will learn this in the 1,000 days of your PG life. So same goes with the departments. Every department, oral surgery, what we do extractions. But logically outside in a clinic, extraction cases will be very, very less. In a very creamy zone, none of them will leave till the date of extraction. Okay, only impactions will be done. Extractions will be very, very less. The only extractions that we do mostly are ortho related extractions, but decay and all these extractions are very, very less. So whatever you do in UG life will not be practiced outside. Okay, so there is a bridge where you have to learn all the advanced things, okay, which we regularly practice. Then that is the reason why PG is very required. And that is the reason why, because I got a call from the student, her name is Kiranamai. Found, sir, we got Hyderabad. My husband is having root canal therapy that was failed and pus is coming. It has to be done. I want someone who is good having microscope to handle this. Why the people are finding a very genuine and a correct individual? It's because it's already failed. She's a dentist. The case was already failed. Now they want a good one to handle the situation. So now she clearly told, sir, are you going to do the case? No, I cannot do the case because I have so many classes. I cannot do the case. Then who is going to do? Okay, I told particular individual. Are there, I mean, she is a endodontist. She is a specialist. How many years experience she is having? What she was going to do? She has collected all the information. Then we have started the procedure. So we are very keen about the outcome. So to have a good outcome, we need to have a good experience. And PG is going to give 1,000 days of clinical experience for you, which is really required to lay a proper path for future in the dentistry. So most of us, what we feel, ortho, what you do, yeah? Ortho, what you do at a UG level? Come on, let's have a two-way communication. 70 people. Bhavani? Indu? Wire bending. I mean, if the patient is going to come to your clinic, you do straight wire bending, you do straight wire bending. You take a proper case history and send the patient. Now, what is going in ortho regularly now in a clinic? For example, a clinic is there in Hyderabad. What cases you will get in ortho Hyderabad clinic? You may have your friends having this malalanti. They'll ask you, they'll call you, what to be done? What to be done, sir? What I have to do? Now, ortho now is moving around aligners. Aligners are nothing but invisible aligners. Okay, you see aligners. Now the trend is completely shifted. You see Invisalign, Invisalign ad, right. So nowadays most of them are keeping Invisaligns. What is the cost of an Invisalign, or what is the cost of a normal aligner? How much we charge? Any idea about Invisalign? Cost of Invisalign? 60,000. The cheapest Invisalign will also not come. 60,000. Invisalign costs 1.5 to 2 lakhs. 1.5 to 2 lakhs. Most branded one, it is 1.5 to 2 lakhs. What we learn at a UG level is a strightwear. Is strightwear useful for the patient? No. So that's what the bridge of 1,000 days of PG life in ortho department will give you a gateway. For your future. College charges, we don't charge in outside. If we charge college charges, we have to close the clinics. Okay, so center of the city is different, periphery of the city is different, college is different. That's what I'm telling you. We charge 500 rupees for an RC in a college, but we cannot charge 500 rupees for an RC in a clinic. Your own clinic, you don't charge 500, you charge 5,000, and it's almost like 10 times you charge more, right? So 50,000 in a college for an ortho treatment is, I feel like it's very expensive. Okay, right. So everything, we have a certain thing. Now that's what I'm telling you. Why I'm giving an ortho as a best example is the future of dentistry is moving towards the aligners. Okay, so aligners are going to be the future of an orthodontist. So how many of these UGs practice aligners? None of us. How many of the PGs will practice this? So few of the PG colleges, they're practicing their aligners, or they're practicing the mini implants and all these things which are required in outside to become a good orthodontist. So that's what I'm telling you. PG is must. If you want to get settled down in dentistry with good hope and good scope, okay, it's mandatory that you have to do PG without any break. Don't take breaks. COVID already has given you huge breaks, irritating breaks. Again, you intentionally don't spoil and take an extra 1 year or 1.5 year break, breaking your heads. So that's my valid suggestion for all of you. So let's get into the next part. So what I strongly believe in any individual, particularly when we are like moving more about the dentistry, is you have to be very, very unique in your approach towards the crowd. So you have a crowd and you need to make the crowd happy by giving beautiful services to the crowd from the field of dentistry. So for that, your way of thinking should be totally different. You cannot develop this unique way of thinking, sir, I'll finish, UG is done, I'll finish my internship, sir, aram then I'll jump into my PG. So after finishing PG, I'll think about this uniqueness. Uniqueness cannot be developed over a day. Today, no uniqueness. Tomorrow, I'll try to develop uniqueness. No, not possible. So uniqueness should be a process, a growth process. So you have to start working on being unique, thinking unique, approaching the crowd unique, so that you'll move out of the competition. So this is a competition zone. So you see all these black fellows, they're just following blindly like a sheep, like a goat, they're following. But there is one person who's going to turn unique. Okay, who's going to turn unique. So you always try to focus on how you become better individual to approach the crowd, like what market requires, what the crowd around you requires. You try to become such individual. And this process has to be started not after finishing your third year MDS. It has to be started from the internship. Internship is a bridge where you should start thinking about your future or the scope in dentistry. Okay, guys. Okay, next jumping into how can we do MDS. So in India, to do MDS, you have two options. Okay, one is NEET examination, NEET MDS exam. The second one is INNI-CET. Okay, coming to NEET MDS exam. NEET MDS exam is going to carry almost 97 to 98% of seats in the country. And INNI-CET is going to carry that 2 to 3% of seats. So INNI-CET occurs 2 times a year. NEET occurs 1 time in year. Guys, are you clear with this? Very important, because you are planning for a trip. The plan is very, very important. So NEET occurs once in a year. INI-CET INICET occurs 2 times in a year. INICET occupies 2 to 3% of seats. Okay, and NEET occupies 97 to 98% of the seats in the country. Is it clear? Can I move to the next part? Everything is important from now. Clear, guys? Next, how many government college seats are there per year in India? Anyone? How many government college? Government college seats means free seats, indirectly free seats. You don't need to pay any fees, and every month they are going to give stipend for you. Okay, so in India you have around 600 GDC seats, 600 government college seats, free seats throughout the country. Okay, can you tell me what is the stipend in and around? In and around stipends. Okay, can you tell me what is the highest stipend? Highest stipend. Okay, there are colleges like AIMS, PGI, JIPMER, BHU, KGMC Lucknow. There are many colleges, Maulana and everything. They are going to pay a stipend of 80K plus to 1 lakh per month. This is per month. And of course, as you said, like most of you are from Telangana. Can you tell me what is the stipend of GDC Hyderabad? The only GDC available for Telangana students. I think GDC is okay. GDC Hyderabad now it's been increased to 45 to 50K per month. Any other state people are there? Andhra people are there? Andhra is also hitting 40 to 45K per month. So there are many colleges in the country where they're going to pay a stipend of in and around 50 or plus. Of course, colleges are there where the stipend is 80 to 90K plus also stipends are there. But to be in this particular colleges, you should work so hard for the upcoming 1 year so that you can move to these colleges and have a good quality of life with good quality of patients. Next question. How many government college seats are there per year in your state? There are many different state people. I don't know how many state students were there on the live, but I got a response from Telangana students. Apart from Telangana, there are any other state people, please do respond me so that we are going to discuss. How many seats are there per year in the state? Okay, so first of all, I'll be discussing about Telangana. Okay, so how many seats are there in Telangana GDC? I hope like GDC Hyderabad students are there. They're very familiar with number of seats available in their colleges. Okay, so these are the MDS seats available in GDC Hyderabad. That is public health 3 seats, oral pathology 3 seats, pedo, conservative, oral surgery, perio, prosto, OMR and ortho. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 into 3, you have 27 seats. Is it clear? So there is one more important concept that I need to explain. So there is something called as All India 50% quota. Guys, are you following me? I want your response in the chat box. 27 GDC seats are there in Telangana state. Okay. 50% of All India quota is nothing but we have already discussed that number of seats in All India are 600. In and around 600 government college seats are there. Out of these 600, 300 will be in All India quota. That's what I'm talking about. All India 50%. 300 will be in All India quota. And GDC Hyderabad people has to give 50% of seats in every department every year for this All India pool. Means ortho people has to give, medicine people has to give, all have to give their 50%. So 3 seats are there. 3 seats cannot be converted into 50. 3 seats 50% is 1.5, 1.5. 3 seats 50% is 1.5, 1.5. 3 seats 50% is 1.5, 1.5. So 1.5 cannot be given. What they do, 1 year they are going to give 2 seats. The next year they are going to give 1 seat. Is it clear? For example, if you take GDC Hyderabad, this year they are going to give 1 seat to All India pool. Means 9 seats will go for the All India pool. Out of these 309 seats will be in the All India pool. 9 seats. Okay, right. So rest 18 seats will be in the state pool. So you are eligible to take, and a Telangana student is eligible to take this 300 All India seats as well as this 18 seats in the state pool. If you want to take seat of these 9 seats also, you can take through All India, but you exclusively can take 18 seats of state pool. Is it clear? This is a common rule for all the states. Maharashtra morning, I did not get any response. So Maharashtra slides were not included in this. So we are going to discuss. I'll send you the video which is prepared for Maharashtra people. Do drop me a message on my number. I'll send you the video. So you got an idea, right? 18 seats will be for the state pool. So Telangana, we have totally 27 seats. So 1 year we donate 9 seats to All India pool. The next year we donate 18 seats to All India pool. Is it clear, guys? The number of seats we are donating to All India pool. The number of seats available for you. Just give me 1 minute time. Okay, similarly, I hope my screen is again visible to you. Is it visible, guys? Yeah, for example, I'm taking one more example. If you talk about Karnataka, there is one government dental college which is providing MDS seats as of now, that is Bangalore. So number of seats in the Bangalore are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same as that of Hyderabad. You have 27 seats. 1 year they are going to provide 9 seats to All India pool. The next year they are going to provide 18 seats to All India pool. The leftover seats means 1 year 9 seats are provided, 18 seats are left over. These 18 seats will be taken only by state people. Here 9 seats are left over. These 9 seats will be taken only by state people. Is it clear? Clear, right? So this is how the categorization occurs. Now you have in front of you, you have a government college from Uttar Pradesh. So you see pedo seats are 2 only. So 1 year they are going to give 1 seat. The next year they are going to give the other seat. Whenever you have 2 or whenever you have 4, 2 for All India, 2 for state pool. Okay, so the problem will be less. Whenever you have odd number of seats, then they are going to have this particular bias. I hope this clarity over the seats is very, very important. The state pool seats, how they divide. And again, in the state pool, you will have reservations. Okay. So for example, Telangana, you have reservations like SC, ST, open category. Apart from open category, you have BCs. That is BCA, BCB, BCC, BCD, and BCE. 5 BC subcategories are there in Telangana. Similarly, Maharashtra, you have a different categorization of the reservation is available. And similarly, different state has a different proposal. Andhra and Telangana almost have a similar proposal, and different states have a different proposal. But if you're talking about All India has SC, ST, One is open category and the next one is OBC. So in this OBC, non-creamy, creamy are there. Means basing upon the revenue of your father. Okay, so non-creamy, creamy are there. So that we'll be discussing further. We have some rules and regulations to be followed to be in the non-creamy zone to get that extra edge in the counseling. Clear, guys? Some basic knowledge. I don't want you to go very deep into this. This is not basically required as of now, but you should have some knowledge like what you are going, what you are doing, what is happening, how the seats distribution will be there. Okay, which seat to target, which seat to approach and everything. You should have some basic knowledge. If you're clear, I can proceed to the next part. Similarly, GDC, I mean like Andhra Pradesh, we have GDC Vijayawada. Vijayawada has 3 departments, 3. So 1 year, they're going to donate 3 seats. The next year, they're going to donate 6 seats to All India. Similarly, you see GDC Kadapa. GDC Kadapa as of now has 3 plus 3 plus 3. You have 11 seats. But now DCA has recently approved GDC Kadapa. So GDC Kadapa seats are becoming double. All departments will be open in GDC Kadapa and very, very soon. So similarly, for example, you have 2 Prosto seats. So 1 for All India, 1 for state pool. Whereas rest other seats, 1 year they're going to donate 2. The next year they're going to donate 1. So this is the rough calculation of seats available in few states what you have mentioned to discuss with me before the session I have discussed. Okay, next we'll be talking about the exams. Okay, so as of now, the first exam that most of us are eligible is going to be November 2022 INICET. But unfortunately, as Telangana state exams were done late, you people are not eligible to this. Okay, so don't feel bad for this. Okay, but just have a clear-cut idea. So there will be one exam INICET in November. So the number of seats involved in this are 15 seats. Number of questions in the examination hall will be 200. Time duration will be 180 minutes, that is 3 hours. Negative marking is -1/3. I want to make it simple, don't make it complicated. Means for every right answer, you will get +3 marks. For every wrong answer, you will get -1. That is called as -1/3 negative marking. And each question should be solved in 50 seconds. Diagram-based questions, don't hurry up. Diagram-based questions are nothing but your clinical, like histology, like for every department from BDS first year to final year, you have something called as spotters. Histological spotters are there, specimens are there, general pathology, you have specimens, you have instruments in all the final year subjects. So such questions they are going to give. They're going to give a radiograph and they're going to ask you what is the diagnosis of this. They're going to show an instrument, what is the use of this instrument. Those are called as diagram-based questions. So most of your questions in INICET will be regular questions except 15 to 20 are new pattern questions. What is this new pattern questions? Guys, are you familiar with AR questions? Mostly at your MSET, at your 11th and 12th standard during your entrance examination to get into DD, to get into this BDS, you have given this. Assertion reason-based questions. Are you familiar with that word, assertion reason-based questions? Yes, okay. So that is called as AR questions. You have 1 or 2 AR questions. You are going to give a few of the material. They'll ask you to arrange the following in ascending order, descending order. I hope you are familiar. Ascending order, descending order questions, AR questions, match the following questions, true or false questions. So all these are called as new pattern of questions which are recently added to INICET. They are not there in NEET. NEET, we don't have all this stuff. Okay, INICET they have added. So what to be focused on, everything we'll be discussing once we start the reading part of the classes and everything. So whether it's a NEET or INICET, 60 to 70% of the questions will be coming from the clinical oriented part, that is clinical integrated subjects. And most of your questions will move around endo, ortho, oral surgery, cons, perio, pedo, prosto, implants, oral medicine, radiology, oral path, and general anatomy. So you have 25 to 30 diagram based questions. This is all about INICET. So I'll try to compare the INICET, the model to that of the NEET. Okay, so next one is NEET. So NEET examination, all your government colleges till now we have discussed except AIMS, PGI and JIPMER. AIMS, PGI and JIPMER will come under INICET. And rest all government colleges, like for example, you take GDC Hyderabad or GDC Kadapa or GDC Vijayawada, GDC Bangalore, KGMC Lucknow. Okay, you take your all GDCs in your Maharashtra, that is GDC Aurangabad, GDC Nagpur, Nair College, GDC Mumbai, GDC Nagpur. You take your GDC Indore for Madhya Pradesh people, GDC Indore, and all these are going to be filled through NEET examination. All your private college seats, most of you are from private colleges, all your private college seats, Telangana, Andhra, every private college, every deemed college, all seats will be filled through NEET. Means NEET will fill around 6,000 seats a year. Out of 6,000 seats, 600 are GDC seats. Is it clear? We have discussed 6,000 are GDC seats. Overall is 6,000 seats, 600 are GDC seats. Anyone familiar with Army Corps selection? Army Corps. Last year, there are 1 or 2 interns who got selected into Army Corps from MDS CONQUER. Okay, so there is something called as Army Corps. You want me to discuss about Army Corps also, guys? I need your quick response on the chat box because we need to wrap up these things. Okay, so there is something called as Army Corps selection. Every year Army Corps selection occurs. Indirectly, these are Army dental doctors. In a simple term, Army dental doctors. So in and around every year, in and around, you will have 30 to 40 seats, or more than 40 sometimes, will be filled by Army Corps. So Army Corps selection occurs in 2 categories, category 1 and category 2. Category 1 is to clear the NEET with your great rank, very good rank. You have to clear the NEET examination. Okay. So once you clear the NEET examination, they are going to select the top 600 people who has applied the notification, the top 600 rankers, and they are going to call all these 600 rankers for an interview. So on an interview, they are going to do the medical examination followed by some XYZ stuff and interview. So they are going to release the top 60 list, and out of top 60 list, 40-45 people are going to get allocated with Army Corps as a job. So this is somewhere around like 11 to 13 years service to the country, and you will get all the privileges of Army, and the pay you're going to get initially will hit somewhere around 90, and it's going to increase basing upon your service. And there will be several examinations internally that is going to happen. So basing upon clearing the examinations, your pay will be increased. But initial pay is somewhere around 90,000 per month. Is it clear? Anything more you want me to discuss about Army Corps? 13 years of service to the country, 2-step examination. One is NEET is mandatory. Second one, you have to clear the interview. You are going to get a pay of 90 plus. And apart from this, all Army services, you know, what are the extra edges and what are the extra provisions that the government of India is going to provide for Army. You are eligible to take all those provisions. Clear about Army Corps, guys? Sorry. So now I'll be talking about the NEET. Okay. So NEET is for 200 questions. So previously I have discussed about INICET. INICET is for how many questions, guys? INICET is for 200 questions. NEET is for 240 questions. NEET time is 3 hours. INICET time is also 3 hours. Negative marking here is -1/4. -1/4 means every right answer you'll get 4 marks, and every wrong answer you will make, you'll get -1 score. Whereas INICET, every right answer 3 marks, and every wrong answer you make, you will get -1 score. Right? You have to answer these questions within 45 seconds. Diagram based questions will be somewhere around 40 plus in your NEET, and compared to INICET will have a less number of diagrams. NEET will have more number of diagrams. Clear? Small difference. Mode of preparation is almost same for both INICET and as well as NEET, and we provide a combined mode of preparation. Okay, a combined mode of preparation. I hope you are clear with the clear with the INICET as well as NEET. Is it clear? Some basic information. You just need to know how many seats are there, how many questions you have to attempt, how much time is the exam, the negative marking, and all these concepts are very, very important. So I hope you got some basic knowledge as of now. Right? Can I move to the next part? So as already said you, okay, so INICET occur 2 times a year. So one is in the November, second one is in the month of May. So now in this May first week after the NEET examination, your seniors are going to give this INICET exam. So 2 rounds of INICET, one is in November and second one is in the May, and 1 round of NEET per year. Clear, right? Exams, their patterns, their model papers, number, how much time, how many MCQs and everything. Okay, as we go in detail, started learning, you will get a clear-cut idea over these contents. Can I move? Done. INICET is 2 times a year. One is in the May session. The second one is in the November session, whereas NEET is once an year. So NBE people for NEET, they have given some blueprint. Blueprint means how much is the weightage that each subject is going to carry. So each subject is going to carry 14 marks. Okay, medicine and surgery will carry 14 to 15, but rest all subjects will carry 14 each. This is officially given by NBE people who are the organizing committee for conducting of NEET examination in our country. We'll discuss what is the use of blueprint and how we start, once we start the preparation, how to use this blueprint and how this blueprint will smartly work in approaching our preparation. All these aspects we are going to discuss once we start the preparation. Next is must do for NEET and as well as INICET for an MDS CONQUER student. So these are the things that if you are a part of MDS CONQUER, there is something called as a material of power play books will be provided for you as a hard copies. It will be delivered to your postal address. We provide hard copies of the books. Second one, you have to take either dentist or dental pulse, which is the recent one released available in the market. Similarly, you have to be thorough with all the previous question papers, which will be available on the site as a subject wise. All the latest concept videos will be available on the website. All the smart notes will be available on the website. So in the last mode, before you take examination, you have last minute revision notes, you have mock exams, everything available on the website. Textbook reading will be done, and that textbook reading associated videos and the content will also be available on the website. So that the main difference between MDS CONQUER and rest other coaching centers is every day there will be direct intimacy with you. Means every day the mentor is going to talk with you. Every day the mentor is going to teach with you. It's not like in a weekly based approach or a weekly based classes, weekly 1 or 2 classes, not like that. So every day the mentor is going to have a talk with you. Every day the mentor is going to motivate you. Every day the mentor is going to teach something to you according to the schedule. Right. So Hyderabad people, this is the offline center. Offline center available in Hyderabad. The location of this center is Kukatpalli Housing Board, JNTU. The location of this center is JNTU. Okay, so these are the addresses and everything I'm going to post. Okay, coming to the courses available. Okay, so we have 3 courses available with us. Okay, 3 courses available. One is Plan A. This is a regular course. So here you'll have a topic specific exams of MCQs of more than 5,000 to 6,000. You'll have subject specific, means on every subject, you will have 1 or 2 examinations. On every topic in a particular subject, that is called as topic specific. For example, endo, you take 15 topics are there. You'll have exam on all the 15 topics. And followed by, you will have mock exams, grand exams, like weekly exams, monthly exams. Every 2 to 3 months, you'll have an exam. So these are going to come under mock exams, grand exams. And as I said, you will have access to all the previous question papers subject wise. PP books will be given as a hard copy, which is a very special feature of Mdsconquer, because most of the online activities or online coaching centers, they don't give you hard copies of the material. You'll have video classes. You'll have case-based discussion videos. You'll have diagram-based discussion videos. You'll have smart notes. You'll have a discussion board. Every day you'll have a discussion board where your mentor is going to interact with you, discuss with you something. You have doubt clarification session. The only difference between Pro Live and Plan A is the live classes. Okay, so in Pro Live, you'll have 2 live classes weekly, and these will be on the weekdays. And the timing of these live classes is to 6 to 8 o'clock in the evening. Classes will be between 6 to 8 o'clock in the evening. Okay, so you'll have 2 classes per week, 6 to 8 o'clock, because they are not going to hinder your regular college hours or your dinner timings. Okay, so you'll have 6 to 8 classes. Even if you miss this class by mistake, this Pro Live class, this will be available as a recorded version for Pro Live students only. So recorded version available for a Pro Live student. If you miss the class, for reference and everything, you can use the recorded version. The live class will be recorded and it will be uploaded on the website, which you can use. So these are the 2 online courses. One is Plan A. The second one is Plan Pro. The difference between the Plan A, Plan Pro is the only live hours. 2 live classes, each of 6 to 8 hours. If you miss the classes will be available as a recorded version. Okay. Next one, there is something called as offline course. The offline centers as of now available are Vijayawada and Hyderabad. Offline centers, Vijayawada and Hyderabad. So what is the difference between offline course is called as hybrid course. So they get access to online content as well as the offline content. So weekdays, you regularly follow the Plan A schedule, which is going on the group, and the weekends and other days you will have offline classes. So these offline classes will be of 4 hours. They start at morning 8:30 and they drag up to 12:30 to 1 o'clock with half an hour break in the middle. And the mentors, the experienced mentors, are going to come from all the corners of the country to interact with you, teach you in the most effective way. So apart from that, the main advantage of offline is you will know the competition spirit, how other college people are doing, how the repeaters from your same college are doing, how they're reading, how the competition is there. Because if you're just an online student, your competition will be within your college. Or you may see the competition levels during an activity or during a live session in the Pro Live. But you can feel the live presence in your offline centers. Okay, so people who has access to offline centers, particularly I want to vote for colleges like Mallareddy Women, Mallareddy Co-ed, Sri Balaji, MNR are very near to the offline center. So Mallareddy Women and Co-ed is less than 10 kilometers. Sri Balaji and MNR are less than in and around 20 to 25 kilometers. Sri Sai Vikarabad is accessible. Army Dental College is accessible. Pananiya is accessible. GDC Hyderabad is accessible. And all the people either from Magana or Kamanani and everywhere, like if you're coming for a weekend vacation, every week you're coming to home, you can pick offline, because offline will have that a little bit of extra edge. Regularly what most of the colleges, like particularly the Magana, Kamanani, Mamata, SVS, what they do is, so they used to come in the last 3 to 4 months of the preparation phase to the offline center once they're done with an internship. But for this particular batch, you don't have that accessibility, because your internship will be from March to March. If you start your internship in the month of March, it will be extended up to the March. By the time your examination will be done. So it's very difficult for you to take a break and come to the offline center for offline interactions or offline classes. So you see, basing upon your travel convenience and basing upon your comfort for the preparation, you choose offline or online. Okay, you'll have a little bit of extra edge for offline when compared to the online, because you will have that pressure that is being created by the mentor every week. Okay, so right, so these are the state best rankers of MDS CONQUER in the last few years. The main reason of keeping these things is, okay, he is an intern, Soumya is an intern, Aarti is a repeater, and Bharati is an intern. Okay, so a little bit of extra edge for interns only if you read. If you take it as granted, it doesn't work. So only if you read, you will get that extra edge. So, and if you see the toppers of your Telangana list, the recent toppers. So 2020, CONQUER has banked 13 out of 13 in the state Telangana. And 2021, we made 10 out of 13. 2019, we made 8 out of 10. Okay, so these are the things. And I hope most of you are familiar with your senior names. Okay, Pooja Jain is from Kamaneni Kids. Akanksha Bera is also from Kamaneni Kids. Balaji, I hope you know Balaji. Sri Sai Vikarabad. Haripriya is from Getams. Anusha is from Kids again. Padmashri is from MNR. And Padmashri has done the internship from GDC Hyderabad. Okay. Niharika is from Kids again. Srinivas is from Mallareddy. Kritika is from Army Dental College. And Chaitra is from Army Dental College. And most of you, I hope most of you are familiar with your senior names. And if you just list out the state, Andhra, top 3 out of 3 are MDS CONQUER students. Okay. Haripriya is from Getams. Padmashri is from MNR. And Shravya is from Vishnu Dental College. The main reason to keep all this, like, you'll be familiar. So these are the things that MDS CONQUER has gained till the date. So apart from Andhra, Telangana, we got 3rd rank from Orissa, 5th rank from Himachal Pradesh, category 1st rank from Karnataka, and most of these are in GDCs. 1st rank from JK, 3rd rank from MP, 4th rank from JK. Okay, so these are the 2020 state toppers, and I hope most of you are familiar with your seniors. Okay, right, you see Chandana is from Paniniya, Prashant, Huda are from Magna Dental College, Maitri is from MNR, Kusum is from Mallareddy Women, Tarunya is from Mallareddy Women, Chandana is from GSL, Kavya is from GDC Hyderabad, Navin is from GDC Vijayawada, Sai Shishmita ma'am is not from our state. She's a non-localite. She's from Karnataka colleges. Swarnalata is from Paniniya. Yash is from SVS. I hope you know Karthik. Karthik is from Sri Sai Vikarabad. Okay, so I hope most of you are familiar with these faces. Vishnu Dental College Soumya, Vishnu Dental College Divya. Amani is from Anits. I hope Anits people are there. Onesh is from Sri Sai Srikakulam. She is from St. Joseph Dental College Manisha. VDC Magana. Anuradha is from Narayana. GSL Chandana. Rosa is from Anits. Hemabindu are from Anits. And most of these people were sharing their MDS 1st, 2nd, 3rd years at different levels. And most of them are in government dental colleges. So this is my phone number. You can contact me at any time for any sort of details or for any sort of help. So I'm done with the content now. If you have any doubts, you can just post me so that we are going to discuss. So this video will be streamed live, will be streamed on the YouTube whenever you want. You can access. Okay. So every month a new batch is going to start with MDS CONQUER. So you can ping to this particular number whenever you feel like you want to start the preparation or you want to have a pre-preparation talk. So directly the main mentor is going to discuss with you whether you are a part of CONQUER or not. We are ready to help you out in giving a proper guidance. So whenever you want, you can call us, or whenever you want, you can drop us a message so that we can discuss and we can start. Every month, a new batch is going to start. The new batch will be started from March 15th. One batch is going to start from March 15th. The next batch is going to start from April 1st. The upcoming batches, you need to drop a message so that we'll be telling the upcoming batch when it is going to start and everything. Features I'm not going to discuss in this class. I'll be posting once the session is done on your respective groups, because features are the MDS CONQUER features are always associated with some merit-based offers in a limited time. So I don't want to disclose the fees here because it's going to vary from batch to batch and everything. So offline classes timings, as already said Srivalli, the offline classes are going to start morning at 8:30 and 8:30 to 10:30. 10:30 to 11 o'clock will be a small break to have a tea and a coffee. From 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So these are the timings for offline classes. And every Sunday you will have an offline class. Apart from Sundays, you will have non-festival holidays. Means, for example, you have Independence Day, you have Republic Day, you have Gandhi Jayanti, and all these non-festival holidays will also be taken into consideration, the Jayantis and everything, except like the regular festivals celebrated in Hyderabad. The non-festival holidays also will have classes. Apart from that, sometimes the mentors may be coming from Delhi or coming from Mumbai, come from a longer distance. So in such cases, we are going to intimate you a week ahead. So in such cases, if it is required, you have to keep 1 day extra leave from your internship, because internship will have a number of leaves. So that leaves has to be utilized properly. So we are going to intimate you a week if there is any extra class on Saturday. So in such conditions, you have to keep a leave on Saturday. So that is about offline, Hyderabad and Vijayawada. Anything more, guys? Or else anything more, any doubts related to the course or any doubts related to the approach or options, you can drop me on the chat box so that I'll try to discuss and help you out. So it's almost like 1 hour. Yes, every weekend, Sunday class is for sure. Sunday, for sure class will be there, followed by every non-public, non-festival holidays classes will be there. Apart from that, sometimes you may have classes on Saturdays also that will be intimated priorly, that you have to keep leave from the college and come and attend the class. So morning section, you can attend the class. Afternoon, if you have some patience, you can go back to the college. Offline classes will not be recorded. Offline classes you have to attend. Offline sessions will be done in 2 rounds. If you miss round 1 class, the same subject will come in second round also. Then you have to attend it. 2 times. Every class will be done twice in an offline center. I told you here, I'll share the present fees details and present fees benefits once you ping to me on this number. It will be shared immediately after the session. I hope, Vardhan, it is clear. Only till this course. Offline, we are only taking 150 students. 150 students per session. So once we cross 150, you will have a morning session and an afternoon session. So you have to register either for a morning session or afternoon session. As of now, it is only 1 session. First, not up to you crack the exam. Only 1 year. Till the date of exam, Priyanka. Namrata, I'm not clear with the question. If you have interest to meet me, you can come to the offline center. We can sit and talk for some 15 to 20 minutes about the plan and everything. That is open. If you want, you can come and meet the team. The team will be available. No, once the afternoon session is open, till now we never opened the offline session, because it will be done from two ways. It will be done from 2 rounds. So first round people, once they're done, they go back to the preparation. We are not very sure the time about timings. As of now, we are doing it only in the morning session. Yes, Priyanka, we can have a talk after the class. If you want, you can come to the offline center and you can meet me so that we can discuss further. Namrata. Or else, as I said earlier, like once your result is out, for sure I'll be coming to the colleges. I can give 100% assurance that I'll come to GDC Hyderabad for sure. I'll try to come to Army. Pakka I'll come to MNR, SVS, Sri Sai Vikarabad, Mallareddy Women, Mallareddy Coed. I'm not very sure about Kamaneni, Pananiya, Mamata. I'm not sure. Magna also I'm going to come. Magna also I'll be hitting. But I'm not sure about 2 to 3 colleges of Telangana, whether I'm going to come or not. But we'll give a hard try to get permission to get access to talk with you. If not, we can meet in Hyderabad. It's not a big deal. We can meet in our offline center, or we can meet in our clinical oriented center. And one more important thing that I just want to add. All the students of MDS CONQUER, all the students who are a part of MDS CONQUER, whether it's an offline or online, all the students of MDS CONQUER will get access to 2 clinical online certificate-based courses. If you're a part of this is free. 2 online clinical certificate-based courses, you'll get access, and you'll get consideration to offline clinical courses also, which will be done in the center, which I have shown during the first slide. So we have an academic center where we are going to do microscopic associated clinical practice. So most of the topics, particularly the clinical dentistry, will be handled with most of the clinical cases, clinical cases, and everything will be done. Okay, so that's an extra edge for you, so that you can orient yourself to a better clinical practice also, which you have missed in 3rd year, final year, or which you are going to miss in internship. So you'll get exposure to all latest devices, lasers, microscopes, rotary endodontics, what are LNRs, how it will be done, how the cases has to be selected and everything. All such major things will be discussed in your classes, along with your classes also. You'll have your clinical visit. For example, if you're an offline student, no fellowships, we are not doing any sort of fellowships, because fellowships are not valid. The fellowship certificates are not valid official in India. So we are not doing any sort of fellowships, or we are not giving any sort of fellowships as of now, because this is completely preparation oriented. So your focus should be more on preparation. To give that extra energy in your preparation, here and there we'll have some clinical visits, some special cases visit, some instrument visit. So this is just to create that energy buzz in you to make your preparation better. So that's what I'm telling. This is a part of the coaching center curriculum. This is a part of the coaching center. So clinical exposure, rubber dam, how you have to use, how many types of rubber dam are there, how you have to keep rubber dam on the patient, how you have to select the patient, how you have to open the clinic and handle the future of your clinic, how the clinic is different from your regular college. So all such knowledge oriented clinical aspects, which are going to make you better in dentistry, to make more money. Dentistry is like, you treat more patients, you get more exposure, you get more money. So all those things will be discussed. Whenever you feel like weak, bored of all this stuff, you'll have such a discussion to make your preparation active. So that's one important thing that we are planning to come out. Right? Anything more? So rest everything we can discuss. If you have anything, you can call me, give me a buzz on my WhatsApp, or you can call me so that we can talk. We have a group of 15 to 20 full working staff, MDS staff. So we are always ready to talk with you, interact with you, help with you. As of now, I think, any one of you are attending this Telangana conference, which is going in Warangal? I don't know how many of you attended. We have a stall over there. So we love to interact with you. So that's the reason why I promise you that we are going to come to your respective colleges. Rest other, you can just drop me a message. We can have the pre-preparation talk before you take the proceedings. Okay, guys, I'm signing off now. Bye. Take care. Stall number 49, Vardhan. You can go tomorrow. You have Aishwarya ma'am there. You can meet, directly talk with Aishwarya ma'am. I think they have some special considerations in the stall. So if you register there, you'll get some extra benefits. Okay, stall number 49, MDS CONQUER. Anything more, guys? Chalo, I'm closing off. Thank you each and everyone for your patience listening. And I hope this session is informative. You got to know so many things that you are not aware of. Okay, so you can just go back and just have a glance over the recorded version, which will be posted within a couple of hours on the YouTube channel of Mdsconquer. Any doubts, you can personally ping me on the WhatsApp. If you want, you can call me so that we can have a pre-preparation talk before I reach you in your particular college. And offline batch, we are going to announce the offline batch most probably once your result is out. I'll drop those all informations once the result is out on your respective groups. Okay, the offline batches are going to be announced. Online, pakka, it's 15th, it's going to start. The classes are going to start 15th. And from tomorrow, we are going to open for the registrations. Offline, do message me or do follow me so that we can get selected. Okay, I'll share you the information. Is there any other chances to get selected as an army corps? No, army corps, the first way of entrance is only by clearing the NEET examination. You have to clear the NEET exam, then you can go to the second part. Without clearing the NEET exam, you cannot go. Government jobs are not there in Telangana. Government jobs are there in other states. You can follow the MDS CONQUER Instagram page for all the updates of government jobs throughout the country. PSC based jobs will be opened every 6 months in few states, not all the states. So the job opportunities of government job opportunities will be very, very minimal in state Telangana and Andhra compared to other states. Okay, right? As of now,